Kindergarten and first grade leaders, we have had an amazing start to this month of July in our second round of Power Up. We talked about goodness last week, but this week we're talking about faithfulness. Let's take a look at our activities. In your early arriver activity this week, you're going to be playing a game of I Spy, where you're going to be looking to identify all of the red things in the room. Once you've done that, identify all of the blue things in the room. Then keep playing with something fuzzy and something skinny, and then have your kids suggest some categories of their own to guess. In your activity Faithful Stories, you're going to give each kid an activity page. On these activity pages, have your kids identify what's going on in the scenes that are portrayed in each box. Encourage your kids to finish the story from the first box in the second box by drawing the conclusion. There are prompts in your small group guide to help them get there on their own. Once you've finished filling in your activity page, have your kids talk about some ways that they can be faithful this week. Have your kids draw one of their ideas for faithfulness in the last box that's left on the page. In your activity Musical Faith, you're going to have your kids play a game of musical chairs where everybody wins. In this game, you're going to take the paper that is in your folder and set them out as their chairs or placeholders. Include a piece of paper for every kid minus one that you have for the day. In this game, you're going to play some music, whether it be off your phone or even just singing a song with your group that gets the kids moving around the circle. At the end of the song, one kid will be out and will sit in the middle of the circle. Your kids will have the opportunity to be a friend that someone can count on by tagging them in at the beginning of the next game, allowing them to jump back into gameplay. Play until every kid has had the opportunity to be the person in the middle by getting out, as well as had the opportunity to tag everyone in. You can also play longer if the interest still allows. As you pray and dismiss, encourage your kids to tell you something that they do every single day. For everything they share, help them understand that they can use that thing to be someone that others can count on. For example, something you do every day is brushing your teeth. You can be someone that others can count on by making sure that you brush your teeth without having to be asked by your parents. You can also follow your family's rules for screen time even though no one's watching you. Or they can even make sure that they pray to God every day so they can be more and more like Jesus. Close your group in prayer by asking God to help you with the things that you've talked about this week. Faithfulness is a big topic, and I'm so glad that we're able to dig into it this week. Don't forget that after second service this week, we have our Explosion Camp pep rally over in City. Grab something to eat, come on over to City, and get ready to get hyped for the best week ever. We're going to be hanging around, decorating our environments, and getting this place set up and ready for the best week as these kids get ready to come and experience Jesus in a brand new way. Don't forget that we have our middle school boot camp coming up at the end of this month. If you're interested in volunteering with this event, we would love to have you come and usher these fifth graders into student ministry. Remind your kids that this is the last week to get their lost and found picked up out of lost and found buckets in each environment. So make sure that you instruct your kids that on their way out to swing by and check for their things. This week is jam-packed with an incredible Sunday followed by a crazy week explosion. I hope that you guys are getting all excited for all the color wars and the gospel that's going to come in a brand new light this week. Guys, I love you, I'm praying for you, and I cannot wait to see you on Sunday.